from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve. Competition now, point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, 'cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the middle.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Huntley. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. After the penalty, it's Jones. Room to run again. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing. Albrecht.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Huntley. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Huntley. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Found his target, it's Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Panther first down.
On first down, Huntley. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Huntley. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to the season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding room at the 30. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
To number 8.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Come on, TV, come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Miller. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Huntley. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete.
From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P8's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 57.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, let's get in that hole. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Brady now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. Hey, man. Watch the booth. Watch the booth. 57 the mark. Hey, second.
To throw again. Brady. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Complete in the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yeah, we dominate today. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in.
Here's Huntley. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play action. Huntley. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. operating from the gun. Huntley. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over. At the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Rosa set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rosas to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Buccaneers 30, Panthers 14. Aldrich Rosas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing after the interception. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Huntley. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Jeremy.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
4-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On 3rd down, Huntley flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. There we go. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
Mario Davis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Come on. Green, 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans.
Oh!
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Down at the 23-yard line.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
White 25, 57 to Mike. Wildville. 57 to Mike 57. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
I use a dub, I'm a win, I'm gonna lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist.